Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game will feature a team that loves getting it done through the air. The Bengals are top 10 in passing TDs, and they'll go against the Bills, who are very aware of what they'll be dealing with.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The enthusiasm in this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Buffalo Bills. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll run again with Bernard. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Dalton here from the gun. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
And this one through the uprights and good. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for... a touchback. Dalton, 1st and 10. On the screen, Bernard. Oh, and now he bowls him over. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Dalton now to pass. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Fresh set of downs here. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Dalton gives to Bernard. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Kyle Williams breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Now the left-footed punter in his 9th year, Kevin Huber, on to kick, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Oh, he's going to take this out of the back of the end zone, and that's going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
And out now, here come the Bengals. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll begin here with Bernard. Shreds the tackle. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Again, here's Bernard. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now a handoff, running off tackle right. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Play action now. Dalton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. Well, the Dolphins have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They'll start on the ground here with Bernard. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's Bernard. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Dalton bootlegs out. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Trent Murphy in there to get him for a loss of 9. And that'll lead to 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They go play action here on 1st down. Being chased out left. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. LaShawn McCoy off to the races. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will extend their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. Returning it, John Ross. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And coming up later tonight in the NFL, we'll have the Chiefs heading down to Houston. To take on the Texans, and then on Monday night, it'll be an NFC North battle. Vikings and Bears from Soldier Field.
Traditional rivals getting after it one more time.
First and 10 for Dalton. Now they go screen. It's complete. Got some room at the 30. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now Dalton with a first and 10. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the post game. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On first and 10, here's Andy Dalton. That's complete to John Ross. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. 23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. for Bernard. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now the first carry for Brian Hill. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now, I can't imagine any celebrations being any bigger than your first NFL touchdown. And this rookie running back is still seeking his. He's not going to get it on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And Bullock will put this one through. And that'll get the deficit back to 16. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or 2 shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Yeah, 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4.
Now let's go. Boom, line it. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. For McCoy in the last 7 years, 5 of them over 1,000 yards.
Underrated in how strong he is through the hole. But the best part of his game, open field, where he makes a whole lot of people miss.
In 2016, he was 7th in the league in rushing yardage. Now they run with a backup. It's Chris Ivory. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now back to throw. The left side completion to Jones. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it back. And oh, that is going to be a safety. Around the NFL, they're in the 2nd in Philly. And the Eagles out in front early. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. Here's Curley. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you now to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, LR. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So they start the second half with a carry by McCoy. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. The play clock's running down. They'll go again to McCoy. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Steps away to his left. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play for the Bills on 3rd down. And even 40 yards. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And he's going to be shoved down pretty hard near the 25. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Leopard. 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 Set. Detroit. Detroit.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
In the red zone this time. Another run. This time it's Ivory. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run it with McCoy. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. LaShawn McCoy with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
2nd down now after the incompletion. to throw again. Dalton. And this one is incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Watch tight. Tight end right. Tight end right.
Dalton sets up play action. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught at the 20. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A big third down play there for the Bengals. 57 yards. And now the offense operates in the red zone. Now Bernard. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. 1st and goal from the 8. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal. And now to the air. Dalton. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Big 4th down here. It's Dalton. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Bullock out now to kick this one away. Here's Taiwan Jones on the return. Spins away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
All right, here we go. Green, 30.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll try the right side with McCoy. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now a play fake here on first down. On the move to his left. And he slings one that's incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. And it's second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Detroit! Here we go now. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
10th carry now for McCoy. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. 3rd and 11. And some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. No. Check. Patriot. Here we go now. Blue, back 99 Philly. Here we go.
They'll drop the throw. Runs through the contact. And he breaks through another tackle. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Colton Schmidt now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. The first of the career for Tre'Davious White. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And a great spot to start this drive from here. This give is to McCoy. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Now let's go. Gun.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his third touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 38. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Here's McCoy. Room here to run. And McCoy loses the football. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally cough it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command. Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Trent Murphy in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Dalton. Going deep downfield for Ross. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Passing. It's Dalton. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Dalton, 1st and 10. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break it. Are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their 1st timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now the Bengals on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Throwing, Dalton. And Eifert has it. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. Dancing to his left. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Andy Dalton. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. On the NFL scoreboard there in the 4th quarter in Philadelphia. And an impressive display by the Eagles. They continue to pour it on, scoring again. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And a big tight end shifting around. They'll run it now out of the gun. What a spin. Ooh, with a juke. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. On play action, they'll throw. Now he's flushed out left. He may try. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Bengals grab it.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. He drops it off for Bernard. A decent run there following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And a give this time to the tailback. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Dalton bootlegs out. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Play fake. Here's Dalton. Forced out to his left. He can run for it. And now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. And it was the Niners who were able to come away with a victory there. A victory there would mean their 6th on the year. Dalton now to pass. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Here's Dalton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 2. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, I know at points of this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard.